How are we doing, guys? What? It would help if I get the microphone over. There. What's going on, everyone? Now that I have the microphone at my face. Trying to break all my stuff. What's going on, Rebel? How are we doing today? It is a fun and exciting, doggone it, I forgot to order top loaders again, day here at Restlesscraft Breakers. Let me grab some more top loaders. Hold on. What's going on, Sam? I'm good. How about you guys? You guys doing all right? Hello, Net. It is, like I said, a good Monday. House is still coming along. Contractor came in and dry fit the new tub. What's up, Joel? What's up, Brady? So that's good on that front. It actually fits, which is nice. Museum this week. So that'll be fun. And then we will be getting ready for Chrome. Every day is one day closer to Chrome. Fun watching baseball. My Giants are 500 after 2 games, which is nice. I mean, after 4 games. I'll take it. Let me see. Got everything shipped today, which is nice. Got everything packed up on Sunday. Take it down to the post office today. Uh-oh. Is it color or is it... Oh, gold. Carter Kaboom, gold. I like it. I see a lot of him, his name coming up a lot lately, which is nice. I gotta take off his glasses. Fun, fun, fun. What's everybody got going on today? Anything fun and exciting? Anything new? Anyone buy anything new and exciting? I have. And things are shipping in. Am I low? Am I high? I feel like my camera's a little low. Yep, it's a little low. I've been buying up some rookies, prospects. Not a lot. But you know what I'm saying? Whenever I see a deal that's worthwhile, and that's primarily what I'm buying now. Didn't get into any breaks over the weekend. Masahiro Tanaka. Nate Lowe. Ryan Barucki. Topps Series 2 has gone off the rails, which is why I'm just not going to replace it. I'm not going to replace it because we would have to break it. In all honesty, we'd have to increase the price $500 from where we're at now with what the current market is. And that is the flat truth, which is flabbergasting me. I'm just shocked that it's that high. Out of nowhere. What's up, Garrett? What's up, Rudy? Out of nowhere, it feels like it went, you know, just went nuts. I looked today because I was just interested in where it was at. We're over $200 a box. I'm like, what? When the heck did we get over $200 a box? That's just silliness. All this for Lubob? Well, there are others. I mean, let's be honest. I see a lot of people now that CL had mentioned it. I see lots of people going after Akiyama, Chris Bryant. So I guess we're just in that kind of gray period, you know. Museum, little high. I mean, it's one of the more, you know, higher end products, so it's going to be a little limited for some people. Some people just don't like to spend that much. What's up, Chris? I get it, but Chrome is not going to be cheap. I don't think Chrome is going to be crazy, but it's not going to be cheap. So let's hope we can not, you know, we can get it where it's not going to lose its mind. Hank Aaron blue, because I am going to need to replace. I can tell you for sure that it doesn't matter how many cases we get initially. We got 20 cases initially that we're going to have to buy more. I mean, there's no doubt about it. One sec for me. I gotta actually. I say that and I just got a text from a guy. Sorry. So I'm on my 2-week hunt. Started it today. Put in a crap ton of calls. I need more product. I need more product. I need more product. And I'm always trying to pick up more. I picked up another one, you know, where I can get product on a regular basis. So I'm trying to add to the mix of where we're at. You know, that 20 case a week thing is see you later, Net. What time are you off? Trevor Bauer Black. Nice. Trevor Bauer Black. $39 out of $199. Lugo. FDO. Hold on. It'll survive. You know what? You gotta. You know, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say this about the Marlins, the whole Marlins thing. I listened to these guys this morning, and oh my lord, all this. You know what? You got a roster. You got some guys that tested positive. Guess what you do? Whoop! You're out for 2 weeks. Can we get 2 more? Can we get more 8 guys in here? Can we do something? Hey, Major League Baseball, can we add some more guys to the roster because these are gone for 2 weeks? Bring someone else in. You knew this might happen, right? You knew this might happen. Clean the clubhouse in Philly. Wait for a day. I mean, spray it down so everything dies. Let's get on with baseball tomorrow. If they just spend time looking for reasons not to play, they're gonna find it. And I think they need to spend a little bit more time looking for reasons to play. Not that I haven't heard anything from Major League Baseball, but some of these commentators, instead of looking for reasons not to play. I mean, again, if we're gonna discuss science, the science is that guys that are around this age usually only show mild symptoms, and then they're good to go back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That is a good question, Rudy. That is really, I thought that myself. If you tested positive before the game, why were you allowed to play? I don't understand that. Did the Marlins break some kind of protocol? I don't know. That's a good question. I'd like to know the answer to that one myself. And if they did, they ought to be punished for it. I think they should take away, as punishment, take away some hits from Derek Jeter. Now for his career, he has 2,999 hits. He only gets back to 3,000 if he admits his wrongdoing. Oh my Lord, these dogs are losing their minds. Hold on. Hey, guys, how come I hear dogs absolutely losing their minds out there? You have to do something. Hey, shut them up. Oh, kids. I think if Major League Baseball looks for reasons not to play, they're not going to play. And I don't understand it. I don't understand it. How come, if you look at the KBO league, aren't they going to allow players to come back? And that's fine. If you feel like, Ryan, you have to go to that, if you feel like you have to go to that length to get it done, that's fine. Guess what you did then? You fumigated it. All right, Yankees, you guys can come in tomorrow. We fumigated this place completely. You know what I'm saying? We have completely and totally, everything has been clean within an inch of its life. We feel confident in this. We're good. Let's go. And then we should be playing tomorrow. Oh no, you watch tomorrow. Someone's gonna be thinking about something, and we got to stop. We got to stop. The panic has got to end. The protocol has got to be there. I mean, I don't like the idea of putting players in a bubble like basketball is done, but they were talking about that this morning. And if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. I'm sorry, Wilson Ramos for the Mets advanced stat. And let's just do it and get on with it. I mean, after 4 games, the Giants are at 500. If you take away baseball for me for the rest of the season, I will be, they're 500. They're 500. Where they could have been 0-4. Boston got their butts kicked by the Orioles, thoroughly by the Orioles. I mean, are we going to take that away? We can't. Well, we have to have something to be able to laugh at Dallas about the entire time. Out of 25, Clayton Kershaw. All right. Hold on. I moved my scissors. I just don't understand why it feels like some people who are around the game of baseball, not the players themselves, but commentators, the talking heads, do not realize or understand the importance of the game of baseball to the American psyche, especially now. Every effort should be made for every game to be played. And if the Marlins have some guys down again, just fill some holes. I'm sorry that happened to you. Fill some holes. Oops, dang it. Tom, terrific. Tom, terrific. New York Mets. That's my opinion. Let's play baseball. If the KBO can get it done, why can't Major League Baseball? If the KBO can get it done, why can't Major League Baseball? If we don't have baseball, we won't know whether or not Justin Verlander is actually legitimately hurt or if it's just going to be him out for a couple weeks. How are we going to know that? Yeah, that's it, Rudy. So I mean, again, I think I feel bad that you have 8 guys that are down, but take 8 from your big roster, move them up. What's the protocol for testing every day? Test them. You'll know beforehand. Test them twice a day. You got guys who you think are, test them twice a day. Test them in the morning, test them in the afternoon. Test them nonstop. Test. Keep testing them. And in the meantime, play baseball. Whoop, you got a little tiny bit of a fever. You're out. Go sit down for 10 days. Sorry. Orlando Cepeda. But, oh my Lord. Look at that. Somebody is... Just play. Just make up your mind to play. And I know the commissioner watches our breaks on a regular basis because we talked about it. Because I often get emails from him asking about certain players, who they are, and a little history on whatever team they play for. You'd think he would know that. He's the commissioner of baseball. Evidently not. Evidently not. You know? The one I got from him this morning, he said, why couldn't Clayton Kershaw pitch against the Giants? I'm like, Commissioner, honestly, you have got to figure this stuff out before you send me the message. You could have called the Dodgers and asked them. Luba. Well, I think he knows that I have opinion about everything. I'm one of those people. I told him that though I am not a drinking man, I thought that maybe one of the things that would be fun to do is do what they did when baseball first started, is you would put a keg of beer at third base, and then that would be an incentive for players to play a little harder. I should be the next commissioner. It would be a lot more fun if I was in charge. We'd have a lot. It would be fair. We'd split it 50-50. The players get half, the owners get half. That way there's no one can cry. You both are getting the same amount. Whatever the profit is, 50% to the players, 50% to the owners. Owners are still going to make money hand over fist. Players are still going to make money hand over fist. No one's going to be more greedy than the other one. Let's just do it. Let's make it. Let's put it back where it should be, to the fans. What do the fans think? Who cares what you think? What do the fans think? Put it to a vote. Do we want the National League to have... You want the National League to have the designated hitter? Let's vote. You didn't even try today. What do you mean? In order for you to win one, Brian Addison, you got to try. You can't look at it and expect the name to pop up there for you. You got to use your fingers. The only one you seem to use most of the time is your middle one. Quit using your middle finger. Use the other ones. I know you know how to type. Or do what some of these other guys do. Copy paste. Copy paste center. Baseball would be, if I were commissioner, it would be better. I guarantee you that right now. I guarantee it. You let me be commissioner for one day. Watch all the changes that happen. Basically be like, well, crap, I didn't know that we could do all that stuff. My first move would be the 50-50 split. Players and owners, 50-50 split. That would be the first move that I make. Profits, 50% to the players, 50% to the owners. If it's that already, then I pat the current commissioner on the back for that. Number 2, the leagues are distinct. Keep them distinct. I want the National League to be the National League. I want the American League to be the American League. And that's the way that it is. Jake from State Farm. We will have none of this DH nonsense in the National League. That would be rule number 2. 201 out of 299 black. Bob Gibson. $237 out of 220 Urias. And I'll be honest with you, I think no, Astros are fine where they're at. I like them in the American League. Because it's a real baseball game then. It's a real baseball game. The pitcher has to hit. It's something called, you have to, prepare for it. You have to make decisions around it. In the American League, you don't have to make any decision. You go, I got so-and-so DH, and then the guy's going to swing away. If you got the pitcher, what are you going to do beforehand? It's actually a baseball game. You got to figure it out. Oh, snap. What if the number 8 hitter gets on base? Do we let the pitcher bunt? Do we let him swing away? Do we bring in a pinch hitter and take him out? What do we do? You have to actually make a decision. In the American League, you're like, go on, swing. Let's see if you get a home run, dude. Come on. That's the problem with the DH. It dumbs down the game. I dare say National League Baseball is more intelligent baseball. Oh my lord, did he just say that? Yes, he did. The American League game is a dumber game. Dumber game. Okay, let's do it because I like the league. They've already had it this long. If Rudy, if it hadn't already been this way for so long, the American League had the DH. When did the DH come in? I did the DH. Was it already a part of the game when they combined with the American League? Is that what the difference between the two leagues? Because you had the National League at one time, then you had the Upstart AL, right? Didn't they combine leagues? Is the way that it was, and it was already a part of it from the beginning. Because if it was a part of it from the beginning, then that's why you leave it there, because it was part of it from the beginning. And the number 3 thing that I would do, my top 3, the number 3 thing is I would absolutely banish any idea of a computerized strike zone. Banish it completely. And it makes, and you know, and the DH as it stands, it gives you some distinction between the leagues. It makes you have to have a strategy for the World Series. It makes the All-Star game something worthwhile. You know what I'm saying? A little more worthwhile anyway. Dylan Bundy, 62 out of 69. And as a 4th thing that I would do, I would put more money into the All-Star game. I would make the All-Star game competitive. Competitive to the point where whoever wins the All-Star game would get a chunk of money added to the playoffs in the World Series. Make it a game. Make it a game. Because I think that's how it went originally. I think that when they combined leagues, the old American League had the DH. I could be wrong, but it seems like when I was watching Ken Burns baseball, I recall something like that. Carlos Correa. So when we had the All-Star game, man, we would have an All-Star game. You would get the advantage and you would get more money. Be like, man, we want the best players. Stephen Vogt out of 2020. Make it worthwhile. I would bring back double headers as a part of every season. There has to be a certain percentage of double headers. I'd take them all. Was it the early 70s, Jeff? Early 70s. Let's leave it. Would you be in favor of spending? I don't like the regional realignment. I don't like the regional realignment because you know what? I that's to me is another money grab from the owners. I'm kind of down on the owners a little bit. I'd be more of a players commissioner than I would be an owners commissioner, which might get me in trouble. But you'd have to balance that out. I don't like I don't travel. Maybe back it down to 148 games. I think that's something you should really consider. But so maybe you have an extra day of travel in there, so you have a chance to relax. But travel a little bit. Give people all across the country a chance to see all the teams, right? Because if we're stuck in St. Louis and we're not wealthy enough to fly wherever to see whoever, let's every couple of years play everybody else. You got enough money to do that. And honestly, if you don't, then let's get the teams in the hands of owners who that's not a problem for. Because players are making millions of dollars. Suck it up, Buttercup. You're making millions of dollars. Travel. Let other people see you play. So there you go. So, but I would expand to 32 teams. I would add Las Vegas and Nashville. Oh. Is this This seems like it's a different Lou Brock card than the other one. Was the other Lou Brock vertical? I mean, no, it's a 15. Horizontal? I'm getting crazy. Not each season, but I think like every other season, you know, or something every 3 seasons, that you just have whatever it is, that you just have you're getting everywhere in the country. Everyone's getting a chance to see everyone play. Since you already have interleague, leave interleague. I think interleague is good. I like interleague. Let's have some distinction between the two leagues so the World Series means something. The American League teams have to figure out some strategy. The National League teams be like, woo, we get a DH. But then they have to figure that out as well. I like pitchers hitting. It makes it painful. I would also have a rule that any team could have as many minor league teams as they wanted. Let them. If you could have 40 minor league teams, clear. Dang. If you can have 40 minor league teams, have them. More chance for players to make it up. More people playing baseball. More chance to find that diamond in the rough. More chance to get some guys up and keep this game going. Less players in the minor league system is a mistake because that's less potential for guys to become major league players. What are you trying to do? Push them into other sports? No. I would also spend a lot more money bolstering, if I were the commissioner of baseball, bolstering the little league programs. Because we want to be the premier sport in America. So we want to push Little League. We want all the kids playing baseball. Get that love of the game. If I were the CEO of Topps, that's a whole different conversation. I want baseball to be the sport. So let's make baseball the sport. The other sports are great. I'm not saying they're not. But baseball. Trust me, if I were the CEO of Topps, first thing I would do would be I'd back it off a couple of products. Not that, I just think that there's got to find that balance. Find that balance. Yeah, more fun cards for sure, right? More unannounced. Those unannounced SPs are awesome. Those unannounced cards, do more of those. Why not? Tied in more with MLB. People can win tickets to the baseball games, I mean, not just one person, but like several. I mean, there's all kinds of little things you can do. We would have a corporate breaker. I think we all know who that would be. Josie Altuve. We'd have I'd rather be the commissioner of baseball, to be honest with you. I think it'd be more fun. And it would definitely be a more fan-centric game than it is now. I want the guys out there signing autographs. That's part of it. What? Urquidy. Come on. I want the players out there signing autographs before the game. I want them signing autographs after the game. Jason Hayward. More guys like Cal Ripken Jr. Cal Ripken Jr. would sign for hours. Urquidy, right? That's what I said, Urquidy. More guys like that. I think I would even have a World Series. A truly genuine World Series. Because there's Major League Baseball where? There's Australia, right? Korea, Japan. Isn't there somebody somewhere else that has a pro league? I mean, they kind of have that now, but you know, I want to know who the best team is in baseball this year. Every year. Might be too many games, but if you backed it off, you know. No, it doesn't exist already. They have that every 4-year thing with the countries, but I'm saying the ones that have professional baseball. Maybe that would spur some more countries to have professional baseball. Australia against Japan and Korea against the United States. Oh my Lord, could you imagine if Korea beat the United States? But it would just be whoever the champion was from that year versus the champion from Jeff Bagwell. It'd be fun to be commissioner of baseball. It'd be a lot of fun. If I was commissioner right now, I'd be like, okay, Miami, 8 people down. Go spray down all your dudes right now. Make sure no one has anything lingering on them. Get 8 more guys from your other roster. Let's test them in the morning, test them in the afternoon. Let's start playing. Phillies, go fumigate the room that they were in. Paul DeYoung. Let's roll. Let's play some baseball. Oh, so close. And if some reporter asked me the question, well, don't you think you should just not play? I'd be like, you're out of here. You can come back when you have an intelligent question you want to ask. You're going to ask me dumb stuff. Get out. I would have the all PED team on standby. You know, if Miami didn't feel like they could field a full team, I'd be like, all right, all PED team, you guys step in. Lou Bob. Roger Clemens would be my pitcher every day. There would be 9 guys on that team. Well, I guess 10 because we'd have to have a DH. Boston Red Sox out of 50, Xander Bogaerts. Because all this nonsense talk about, oh, we have to make baseball accessible for the younger kids. They aren't coming to watch anyway. Build it so they like to watch the game the way that it is. 1932 out of 2020. We pulled several of these in the last couple of breaks. So who are the surprising teams so far in your guys' mind? Who's surprising you? And it's not fair to say Boston. We knew they were going to suck. But against Baltimore, I didn't know they were going to suck like that. Dude. I mean, they were getting their butts handed to them by the Orioles, and that's embarrassing. Didn't the Marlins beat somebody decent? Marlins played somebody, right, and scored like more than 10 runs against them? I didn't look as deep as I should have. The hand is giving me attitude. It seems like, didn't I, when I checked, it looked, I mean, I know we just started, but everything seemed to be very bunched up. I'll tell you who looks good, Minnesota Twins. Minnesota Twins look very good. Atlanta kicked the crap out of the Mets. I was surprised they beat them up like they beat them. But it is what it is. Yeah, Marlins beat the Phillies. That's what it was. Yeah, that's right. That's what we're talking about right now because of that. Don't ask me, Brady. Sometimes I forget these things. The Padres are surprising that they have been beating that they beat, well, at least 2 out of 3 they beat Arizona. And now it's San Diego versus San Francisco starting tomorrow. So I'm kind of curious what happens with that. Whoa. Did I just get a line on 15 cases of Topps Chrome? Man, that would make me happy. Woo! I think I just got a line on 15 cases of Topps Chrome. Yeah, give them a little time. They haven't looked bad though, right? I thought they've been okay. They need another week to, you know, get their to gel. I might have to eat my words on that division. Might be the Reds. Might be the Reds. Oh man. More than 20 cases of Topps Chrome would make me happy. We'd have enough for the Facebook group. John Wick, and then Luba. the wrong foot. Sorry about that. I have to take the messages and take the things when I can. You gotta have product. We got to have product. Like the Dodgers, Mark. Good starting pitching and suspect bullpen. Victor Caratini. What were the scores of the game for the Reds? Was it errors? Was it not hitting? What did they not do? Didn't I see somebody was injured? Moose? Somebody was down? Nolan Arenado home run challenge. Yu Chang. Yu Chang. Did I see Lou Bob hit a home run too? In a losing cause? Black. That is not Justin Dunn, Seattle. Ah, blew him late, huh? Justin Dunn out of 199. No, jeez. Makes it tough, but again, that's why you have the expanded roster. I think it's fair to, if somebody comes down with something, to have increased testing. Maybe you got to do it 3 times a day. I think that's all perfectly reasonable. You know? And I think that, I really do believe they should be, the contact they can have should be very tight. Very tight. Coming up this weekend is an auction. That should be fun. There's baseball cards at it. I'm guessing if it's at an auction. I have yet to go to one where you really find anything worthwhile. You know, that you go, oh, man, look at that. It's usually picked over. What's up, George? Well, George, here's what you hope then, right? You hope that, and again, you never wish ill on anyone. I'm not saying wish ill on him, but maybe the card doesn't grade out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it grades out of 9 if he sends it to PSA, and then you get it for, you should be able to get it for less than 300 for sure. So Steven Strasberg. I mean, you're not wishing ill on the guy, but maybe there's some light at the end of that tunnel. Steven Strasberg for the Nationals is a 15. You know what we're gonna do? I think tomorrow. I think we're gonna do that other Bowman Mojo, the Bowman Mojo boxes I have. Got 25 more boxes. Better figure that out. Yadier Molina, St. Louis Cardinals. Mike Trout blue. Blue. Paul DeJong. Paul DeJong. Yeah, then I get it. The only thing you can do, I guess, is patiently wait for it to get graded. And sadly, sometimes you just got to walk away. I hate to as well, but sometimes you have to. Joey Votto. Joey V. Suarez Gold. Keston. Uh-oh. Suarez Gold. I've been picking up Andrew Susac rookie autos from Bowman. I think it's 2015 Bowman or 2016, whatever it is. So if anyone has any Andrew Susac autos, if anyone has any Coonrod autos, I'm also buying Coonrod. ...2017 Bowman is Ryan Howard for the Giants. Buying him. Seth Corey. Buying him. We're going to leave you upside down this time. Steven Strasburg. Manny likes the Suarez gold. Joey Votto. I'm sure it probably is, but any player with enough character not to take a knee when everyone else is, because you have conviction not to do it, is all right in my book. That is not situational specific. That is any situation. Could it be? Nope. Josie Altuve, life size. Josie Altuve, life size SP. This is only life size. Wow, I can't say that. Life size SP. That's a 15. So close. So close. Texas. They suck. Come on. We've actually done pretty well, Rudy, with autographs out of the silver. We haven't had as many deep color as we did in Series 1 for sure. But we've done pretty well with the Lou Bob and Lou Bob. I mean, the only thing we haven't even had an orange autograph yet, and only one red, you know. So definitely deep color we have not done as well. That is for sure. Okay, bold prediction for the trade deadline. JD Martinez is gone. That's actually probably not as bold as it could be. JD Martinez is gone. JD Martinez is traded to... let me think about this for a minute. It's going to have to be an American League team. Rhys Hoskins out of 199. I am going to say JD Martinez is traded back to the Astros. Wasn't he originally an Astro? Keone Kela. Dallas. You guys got beat 2 out of 3 by Baltimore. Baltimore. You're down 7-0 in the 4th to the Mets. It's time to give it up. Now, I would not expel the Dodgers, Rudy. You know why? Because you need to have a team to be able to laugh about. You know? And behind the scenes, we could all laugh and high five at the Dodgers' misery. You know, it's not even that. It's not even that for me. Honestly, I was thinking about it the other day. I don't hate the Dodgers. I really honestly don't hate the Dodgers. But as a Giants fan, it's fun to make fun of them. That's all. I really don't. I don't wish anyone. As a matter of fact, I like several of the players on the team. I think they're excellent players. Everyone knows that I am a huge fan of Clayton Kershaw. I think Mookie Betts is an excellent player and seems like a really decent guy. So, I don't, you know, I don't have that strong of angry hate the Dodgers. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite pitchers of all time is Sandy Koufax. But since they can't win the World Series, it's just easy to make fun of them. You know what I'm saying? And since I'm a Giants fan, it just adds to it. And I know that it ticks off Marie, which is more fun. And I got one person, I'm not going to say who it is, but if you were intuitive, you could probably figure it out, who's a Dodgers fan who comes and goes because he can't stand me giving the Dodgers a bad time. Wow, who are the Royals playing? So I don't hate the Dodgers. I dislike them, but I don't hate them. The Oh, okay, well, the Tigers. You know. Yes, that's it in a nutshell, Brian. you know, and let's be honest, I probably wouldn't feel the way I feel um, if the Giants hadn't won 3 World Series in 5 years. I'd probably be a little more reserved. But the Giants could not win one for 20 years and it would be okay because they won 3 in 5 years. The Dodgers haven't won one since 1988. It's just it's like making fun of the Red Sox. It's so easy. It's hard not to. Blue Bob. Oh, it's 7-1. Hey, look at it this way, Chris. Your Tigers have won 2, right? They're 2-1. I mean, they're even if they lose this game, they're 500. They're 500. Would you have expected them to be 500 after 4 games? It's got to be like my Giants. I didn't expect them to be 500 after 4 games. I honestly hoped they'd win 1, and I thought that was going to be a little rough against the Dodgers. And after the first 2 games, it sure looked like it. It sure looked like the Giants were going to be 0-4. So the fact that they're 2-2, I'm like over the moon. They've won the World Series as far as I'm concerned. So to me, the Tigers being 2-2 against whoever it is after 4 games, I'm like, high five, City. Aaron the Judge. Blue. I think I'm telling you, I think Martinez is going. Vintage stock Nick. How do you say his last name? Is it Castellanos or is it Castellanos? Are the L's silent? 95 out of 99. Is it? I heard. Whose name did I hear? What game was I watching? Was I watching a? I'll see if his card comes up. I'll show you. But they said the last name, and I was like, whoa, I am like way wrong on his last name. If he comes up, I'll tell you. That's what happens from not watching all the Oh, look at that thing. That's pretty. That's pretty. What is it numbered out of? 25. Nice. For sale for the Boston Red Sox. Chris Sale took the year off, right? So it is Castellanos. Castellanos. So the L's are silent, basically. 4 out of 25 decades best. Chris Sale. That's a nice one. I saw a couple of the MLB guys on the White Sox. I'm like, yeah, I just don't see the White Sox. I don't see the White Sox in the Central at all, winning the Central at all. I think some of these guys are a little pie in the sky. So they can try to be, oh, if it's a, you know what I'm saying? If it's a completely, totally bogus one, they can say, well, we all knew it was bogus. But if they happen to get lucky, and then they can pat themselves on the back. You know what I'm saying? So you're not really hedging by. It's not really that big of a stretch. Oh, come on, guys. You know I was joking about the White Sox. We all knew they were going to suck, but I want to say something nice. You know what I'm saying? Oh, looky, looky. The Lubob gold foil. Be peaceful here. There you go. Nice slide there, dude. Nice slide. Little Lubob gold foil. Very nice. Very clean card. That helps. That helps. We've been hitting some decent stuff here lately. You know, we haven't hit in a couple of minutes is the SP. So we got to be due for that pretty soon. Maybe we'll get lucky and get the SSP. Or we'll get luckier and get the SSSSSSP. Right? I'm just happy baseball's back. I don't care about the rest of it. Whoever wins the World Series, I'm going to be happy for them because they won the World Series. A-Rod. If it's the Dodgers, I get to brag a little bit because I did pick them to make it, though I didn't pick them to win it. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it, Dallas? I would like that. So I'd have to eat a little crow in that I didn't pick them to win the World Series. All right, last box of Mojo, guys. LBM. Last box Mojo. No one wants it for $88. That's why, dude, I told you already I'd buy it. Some of these guys get stubborn with their cards. They get very stubborn with their cards. They have an idea in their head that it's worth a certain amount, even though you can give them evidence otherwise. And then I think they just stick to their guns just for the sake of sticking to their guns. And more power to them. I mean, it's your card. Do what you want to do. But I made this dude a reasonable offer on a card, and that ain't nobody else going to buy. I mean, that thing's been for sale for months. And he just didn't want to do it. So I'll wait for the next one. His rationale was other people had it for more, or have it for more. And I'm like, yeah, and they're not selling it either. I mean, what is that? You know, if you have a card at $1,000 and I have a card at $100 and neither one of them are selling, I mean, what's that card worth? Abraham Toro. Clearly neither one. If you have it at 100 and I have it at $1 and I have been able to sell it at $1, well, this guy has it for $100. Well, okay. When you have it for $1, ain't nobody paying $1. But that is the part of the fun of life, is that you get to haggle. I love haggling. That's why I like going to auctions. I love going to auctions. Because every once in a while, you just get to stick it to somebody just for the fun of sticking it to them. That's kind of fun. I shouldn't be like that. But you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like sniping a team at the last second on an eBay break on an auction. You swoop in with 2 seconds left and steal it from somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's fun. Or you do what I do, in a team that normally sells for $80, you put a bid of $350 on and just dare someone to take it. Which is really a horrible, horrible way to bid on eBay breaks. So don't do that. Don't do what I do. But there are times when I just want it because I want it. And so I just make sure I get it. You know what I'm saying? No one knows what I'm saying? Okay. Mike Trout, just pick a game. New York State of Mind. Got an extra one. Had 3 in the other different pack. I don't think we're going to sort the break today. We're just going to go through a handful at a time. Let's do something different. It's Monday, for heaven's sake. I think tomorrow, though, we are going to do those other 25 boxes of Bowman Mojo. First 25 were pretty good. Or first 30 were pretty good. Okay, Ryan Zimmerman. Just popped right out. Kyle Schwarber. Pulled a 25 of him the other day. This one's out of 50. Kyle Schwarber for the Cubbies. So this one must be a 300. Brandon Workman. Advanced stats. Advanced. We had 3 in the Super Duper break. Sal Perez. Mike Trout. I saw something today that Trout was going at it with the umpire today. Good for him. You know, he probably said, "I'm Mike Trout. I'm Mike Trout." But do you know why that was a ball? Because I'm Mike Trout. Who are you? You're just some umpire. I'm Mike Trout. That's all I would have said. Rays are a good team. Rays are a good team. Which is why I picked them for the World Series this year. World Series. Hey, Luba. I reserve the right to reevaluate my picks based on who actually makes it to the World Series and what game it is. Meaning that I can change my mind and pick the, if the Dodgers are up 3-0 in the World Series, I can change my mind and pick them as a champion. So they lose. Dallas, you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. It only just takes one little spark. Maybe your song should be that. What's that song? Fight song. Maybe that should be your new life song, Dallas. You might only have one match, but you can make an explosion. Or you go Taylor Swift and Shake It Off, either way. Brian Reynolds. No, I thought that was something. Well, don't I feel silly? Hey, look at that. It is not Disco McCutcheon. We may not, I honestly may not hit one. How many cases have we opened? We've got to be closing in on 30 cases. 14, 17, 20. We got to maybe be over 30 cases, and I still haven't hit one. That's just ridiculous. I'm going to have to look at the SP list and see if I've hit every single SP except for that one. You're the best around. Yeah, I mean, but the song doesn't fit the team. At least Fight Song fits them a little bit. They could get a little fight, but they're not the best around. And something did bring them down. And he went to a different team. Did we read our auto yet? Ooh, maybe it'll be a patch off. I think the problem with Greinke is not a all the time fighter kind of a pitcher. Whereas with someone like, name it, Scherzer, you can count on Scherzer going out there and going after it every single time he pitches. I don't think that's the case with Greinke. I think sometimes he just doesn't want to. He's definitely been one of those getting ready to get a big contract kind of pitchers. I just don't think he, Well, Randy Arozarena. Who knew? Randy Arozarena gold out of 50. I didn't even see that coming. Again, that's a good one, Rudy. 29 out of 50. In a different way, I think that if you did like a song like Our House, Our House in the middle of our street, that would work for the Red Sox as well because, they are the Red Sox, after all. Will we get any other Lubob color? I'd take one more Lubob of any kind that is not a base. That would be, some base card variation would be awesome. Just for the fun of it. But I think we're covered. But it would be fun to. Joe Mauer, blue. Or their theme song for this year could be that Shakira song "Try Anything," because man, you better do something. Red Sox might wind up with the worst record in all of baseball, which isn't a horrible thing. Deep pockets and a high draft pick. I mean, it could be worse, right? Because deep pockets, you can always reload. You get a couple of years worth of decent draft picks. Suddenly, you've reloaded the farm system a little bit. Or you trade away some of the assets you have now and, you know. Boo. I wanted one more. So here's some blues. Let's see how many of these do we have. And some blacks. And some lubobs. So for the 2030s, one of the 35th and two of the tops now. I think we'll separate these out. I'm going to separate the lubobs out because I want to see. We're going to have 4 stacks. That's what we're going to have. We're going to have lubob. We're going to have autograph. We're going to have SP. And we're going to have everything else. So 4 stacks we're going to have. So that'd be nice if I got the right stack. What are you, your 300? Lubrock. Make a video, that always makes you feel better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 base, 1 gold foil, and 1 out of the silver packs. So they covered for sure, which is nice. So that's good. I just wanted to cover, at least. Out of the silver packs, Carter Kaboom for the Nationals out of 50. Out of 199, game used memorabilia, Gurriel for the Blue Jays. Advanced stat, Wilson Ramos for the Mets. Clayton Kershaw draft out of 25. Huh, I didn't know this was out of 25. Out of the silver packs, Danny Mendick. I hope he becomes a good player because we had him a lot. Out of 99. Joey Gallo game used out of 199. Dylan Bundy for the Angels out of 69. Carlos Correa for the Astros draft base. I guess it's a base, non-numbered. Urquidy for the Astros from the silver packs out of 150. Jason Hayward, advanced stat for the Cubs. Paul DeYoung, game used memorabilia for the Cardinals. Out of 50 for the Red Sox, Xander Bogaerts patch. What's the Major League Materials, Yadier Molina for the Cardinals. For the Reds, Joey Votto patch, team patch. Rhys Hoskins, game used material out of 199 for the Phillies. Tim Anderson draft 2013 for the White Sox. Our loan, usually we get more than just one. Nick Castellanos, maybe whatever it is. 95 out of 99 for the Reds. Abraham Toro out of 99 from the silver pack. Kyle Schwarber for the Cubs out of 50. Brandon Workman advanced stats for the Red Sox. And game used memorabilia, Trevor Story for the Rockies. SPs, no SSPs. So we got one for each box. Tom Seaver for the Mets, Lou Brock for the Cardinals, Jeff Bagwell for the Astros, Steven Strasburg for the Nationals, life-size Josie Altuve for the Astros, or for the Nationals for this one, the Astros, and then Marcus Semien for the A's. Autographs, you know, Not a great autograph day. Not a great autograph day. But we got 6 autographs. Jake from State Farm for Detroit. Urquidy for the Astros out of 199. Trevor Bauer, sorry, for the Reds. Out of 199, Justin Dunn for the Mariners. Gold, Randy Arozarena for the Tampa Bay Rays. And a very nice Chris Sale auto out of 25. There you go, guys. Break is in. Another one coming in tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to do the Mojo. Maybe if we have time, we'll do 2 breaks tomorrow. But I think I'm kind of leaning towards early in the week, 1 break. And then as we get later in the week, adding on breaks. You know, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, especially 2 each, maybe 3 on some days. There you go, guys. Thank you very much. We appreciate you guys as always. We will see you tomorrow for another break. If I can do anything for anyone, please let me know. You guys have a great rest of your night. Enjoy the baseball out there, and we'll see you for next break. Take care.